How steady are your hands? How long would it take you to thread cotton through a sewing needle like this? Well, some of us are better at it than others. But suppose I ask you to make a sculpture inside the hole at the end of a needle. Well, English artist Willard Wigan could get a whole crowd of people into that little space. But it takes an almost supernaturally steady hand.
People can't believe it. You know, people look like this. So it's the reaction that I get everywhere I go.
Sculpture is often a large-scale, even monumental enterprise. Willard Wigan's sculptures can be as small as a human blood cell, measured in microns, a unit used to measure wavelengths and infrared radiation. Described as the eighth wonder of the world, Wigan's microsculptures are created on objects like sewing needles and pins using special tools. They can only be fully appreciated through a microscope.
My tools had to be created by myself. I had to think of things, because it's impossible to buy tools this small. It doesn't work. I use acupuncture needle. I sharpen the needle, sharpen it to make it pointed. I make a little hook. I take a piece of diamond, smash the diamond, and glue the diamond onto the end. And that is like a cutting tool. And it slices very, very gently. So when I paint them, I use a hair from a fly, from a dead fly. I take the hair off all the fly's feet and put the fly's feet on the end of the needle and make paintbrush. It takes me sometimes just to paint it, Sometimes it takes me over a week just to paint, just to mix the paint and then just apply.
Born in Birmingham in 1957, Willard suffers from dyslexia. His teachers did not have high expectations of him. One day in 1962, he was looking at ants and started to think about building houses and making shoes for them.
One day, how my skill came, I hid in the shed. I was looking on the ground like this, and I saw some ants walking like this. And some of them was carrying small things, little pieces of grass. That was when I decided that I'm going to make houses for ants. I made all the ants an adventure playground, a community for ants. I showed my mum something, she said, too big, too big, too big. She said, if the smaller you make them, the bigger your name will become. She said, when you get older, you get bigger, meaning everybody will know me. So that was when the encouragement came for me to start to create small things.
Willard was a factory worker until he shot to fame in 1999. His work, The Perfect Match, designed to commemorate the royal wedding of Prince Edward and Sophie Rees-Jones, was widely reported in the news media. From then on, he received invitations to exhibit his works. In 2006, the Queen gave him an MBE for his services to art.
I don't get pleasure in making it, but I get pleasure when I finish. Sometimes the sculptures can take me anything up to 2 months. You know, I practice my breathing, work between my heartbeats. I have to be in a place where there's no noise, no vibration of traffic. I work at night, 12 o'clock in the night, when it's quiet, and then I work.
Many of his works are inspired by cartoon characters. Others are inspired by life.
I did that as a tribute to Obama because he was the first black president. So I wanted to create a small tribute to the biggest occasion, the smallest to the biggest, you know.
His favorite piece is Little Miss Muffet, based on a much-remembered children's nursery rhyme taught to him by his mother. It's made from nylon polymer, cotton fiber, paints and spiders' webs.
My mother's prophecy has actually come true, because the smaller my work, the bigger my name has become.